press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students. So today let us start a new chapter, Quadratic Equations. Okay. Now in the previous class, that is in polynomials, you have studied quadratic polynomial, the meaning of quadratic polynomial. See, the general form of quadratic polynomial is, correct, where a is not equal to 0. So this is the general form of the polynomial. Now why I took this, gave the general form of quadratic polynomial. Suppose if this quadratic polynomial, if it is equated to 0, then it represents the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So you all know the meaning of quadratic equation, correct? Equation. So equal to 0. So when it is equated to 0, then this quadratic polynomial, it will become quadratic equation, where a is not equal to 0. See, why we will stress this a is not equal to 0? Because suppose if a is 0, if this term is 0, then the whole term will become 0. Then just bx plus c remains. This is not a quadratic polynomial. I hope you understood. So you know the difference of linear polynomial and quadratic polynomial. You have studied in the chapter polynomials. Understood? So now, we know this ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, represents the quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? See, the highest power, that is here the degree is 2. So here, because of this is a quadratic polynomial. So when quadratic polynomial is equated to 0, then it will become a quadratic equation. I hope you understood this. So in this chapter, we are going to study how to represent the quadratic equation. Representation, of course, in linear equation also you have studied. So same way here also we have to represent the situation in the quadratic equation form. Second, you are going to find out the solution, which I am going to tell in the next class, solution of the quadratic equation. So under solution, actually we will get 3 types again here also. One is splitting the middle term, which you have studied already. You are thorough with the splitting the middle term in 9th standard you have learned. Then second one is applying a quadratic formula. Third one is finding the, by completing the square method. So there are 3 methods to find out the solution. That solution part we are going to learn in the next class. So today I'll give you the idea how to frame the equation. See, which is very, very important. See, framing the equation is important. Why? Because suppose while framing the equation, if you go wrong, the whole sum will go wrong. So framing the equation is very, very important. And second one, today we are going to study whether the given equation is a quadratic equation or not. Means you should be able to find out whether the given equation is a quadratic equation. And you all know the condition, that is it should be in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. So if suppose a is equal to 0, then this won't be a quadratic equation. So this we are going to study. And before we go into the deep into this quadratic equation, so let us find out the history of this quadratic equation. See, many believe that Babylonians were the first to find out the solution of this quadratic equation. Okay. So they were the ancient mathematician who, like Babylonians, were the first to find out the solution of the quadratic equation. And the next credit goes to Greek mathematician Euclid. He also developed a geometrical approach for this quadratic equation. And also solving the quadratic equation in the general form, actually see, we are really proud to say that ancient mathematician, Indian mathematician, actually they also take this credit of finding the solution of for this quadratic equation. And also in fact Brahmagupta, he actually he found out the formula to solve the equation, and later on Sridharacharya, see this is very important, Sridharacharya in AD 1025 he derived the formula which is known as quadratic formula, which you are going to study in the coming class, okay, which I am going to teach you in the next classes. Just now I told you to find out the solution there are 3 types. So in that one is quadratic formula, using quadratic formula. See that quadratic formula is nothing but it is also called as Sridharacharya formula or Sridharacharya rule. See, it is really proud that to say that great Indian mathematician, he was the one who found out the solution for the quadratic equation. Okay. Then later on many others also worked to find out the solution. So in that, and a very important one is Sridharacharya. So they have given the name only for that as Sridharacharya formula, or you can say Sridharacharya rule. Okay. So now let us see how we can represent the quadratic equation in various situations. In daily life activities, we will come across the situations where we can represent that equation in the quadratic equation form. Understood? So let us see various situations. So I hope you understood what is the meaning of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is that, see, when the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, is when it is equated to 0, then it will be the general formula for the quadratic equation. Okay. Now let us see. See, suppose if you take the let us consider one right angle triangle. Let us consider one right angle triangle, and the question will be like this. The height of the triangle is 2 less than the base, So when the situation is like this, what you will take? See, so the base, let us take it as x, let x be the base, and what I told just now, the height will be 2 less than the base. So 2 less than the base means here x minus 2. So this is height. So the height will be 2 less than the base, means see here. And hypotenuse is 13. See, for this is an example. Okay. So this is a right angle triangle, and the question is like this. See, 2 less than the base. The height is 2 less than the base. So in a right angle triangle, height is 2 less than the base. So like this you have to represent, and further you know how to represent this. See, you have to use Pythagoras theorem. So how to represent this in a formula? See here, so if you name this A, B, C, now AC square, BC square is equal to BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. So you all know by Pythagoras theorem we can construct the equation now. Now what is BC square? BC square is 13 square and AB square is x square plus AC square is x minus 2 whole square. See, like this you can represent the equation. Now if you just will try to solve this, this will be x square, and see, just observe this. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square means you all know a square, then plus b square minus 2ab, 2ab means 2 to the 4x. I hope you understood this. Okay, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So 2 2s are 4 into x 4x. So here what you will get here if you try to solve this, 2x square minus 4x plus 4 169. So 169 is equal to, here what we can do, we can just will equate to 0, 2x square minus 4x plus 4, when 169 comes this side, 169 plus it will become minus is equal to 0. Now 2x square minus 4x, then here you know you have to subtract 165 is equal to 0. So this represents the quadratic equation. So 2x square minus 2x square minus 4x minus 165 is equal to 0. So like this we can frame a quadratic equation. Understood? So in this exercise, so the first exercise is completely based on this framing the equation and checking whether the given equation is quadratic or not. So let us see one more example. So consider this one rectangle, and whose area is given, that is 528, area is 528, and they have given that the the length of the rectangle is 1 more than the twice of the breadth. So 1 more than the twice of the breadth. So if suppose if you take this width as x, okay, then what will be this length here? See here, twice 1 more than the twice of the breadth. See, 1 more than the twice of the breadth. Twice of the breadth is 2x, you all know that, twice. 1 more than twice of the breadth. So 2x plus 1 will be the length. Now how to find out the area now? You all know area is equal to L into B. You know this formula? Okay. Now A is how much? 528. Same length is 2x plus 1 into x. See, this is how you have to represent the quadratic equation. See, 2x plus 1. Now here also we can solve the equation here. 2x into x, 2x square plus x, then you can bring to the other side, 28 is equal to 0. So this can be written like this. See, 2x into x, 2x square plus x and minus 528 is equal to 0. So this represents the quadratic equation. Say quadratic equation. So what is the main thing you have to see, check whether it is a quadratic equation, that is here the power of this x is 2 here. So we can identify it as quadratic equation. Understood? So you also understood what is the difference between the quadratic polynomial and quadratic equation. So equation, the difference between the equation and expression I have told you in the linear equation in 2 variables also. So once again I am repeating. So equation means it will be equated to some value always. Okay. Now let us proceed with the exercise problems. So I hope you understood. So in today we are going to just find out some equations, check whether they are in the equation form or not. So exercise 4.1. Let us take this exercise 4.1. Now, so let us see, and you all know it should be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and a is not equal to 0. This is very important. A should not be equal to 0. And I told you the reason also, if a is 0, this won't become the quadratic equation. Okay. First one, check whether the following are quadratic equations. So you have to check whether this equation, it is a quadratic equation or not. So this is first one. Second one, x square minus 2x is equal to minus 2 into 3 minus x. Third one, x minus 2, x plus 1. So these are the three equations. So let us see whether they are a quadratic equation or not. So before giving the conclusion, what we have to do, we will try to solve this equation. We will try to solve this equation, then we can come to the conclusion and tell whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Okay. So first you see this. So it is in the form of a plus b whole square. So what you have to do? A square, I will expand this, plus b square plus 2ab. 2ab means 2 into x into 1. Okay. Next 2 into x. So I will remove the bracket here. 2 into x is 2x minus 3 2s are 6. Now x square plus 1 plus 2x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. I just transposed these two to the other side. So this will become x square plus 2x minus 2x gets cancelled. So this 6 plus 1 will become plus 7 is equal to 0. Now will you identify whether it is quadratic equation or not? Is it quadratic equation? Yes, it is a quadratic equation. Why? Because just see the power of this equation is highest power is 2. So we are not bothered about the x power. Means your x term is not there, but your x square is there. So we can come to the conclusion that it is a quadratic form. So you can write, see in the example also they have given, it is in the form of, so you can write it is in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now you know, if though here bx is not there, the x term is not there, but we can write it as 0 into x. So this will become 0, you all know. So it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Then the given equation, therefore the given equation is a quadratic. Therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation. So you have to write the conclusion like this. I hope you understood. Next, so we shall work out this. Here x square minus 2x, no simplification, it is ready. But here you have to remove the bracket. So what you will do? Minus 2 into 3. So minus 3 to the 6 and minus into minus plus 2x. So x square minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x square minus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. See again here also we got the form as x square minus 4x plus 6. Again here also you can write same way. So it is in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore the given equation Therefore, the given equation is a quadratic equation. Okay. So, you have to write the conclusion line. So, let us see this third one now. So, there also you can see the bracket there, and we will try to remove the bracket here. Multiplication, simple multiplication you have to do, x into x, x square, x into plus x, here minus 2x plus into minus 2 is equal to, again here also same thing, you have to remove the bracket. So, x into x, x square plus 3x minus x, then plus into minus, minus 3. Okay, simple multiplication. Now, we will just try to bring the equation to the standard form, minus x square minus 3x plus x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now, see here you can cancel x square and minus x square, and x minus 2x minus 3x and x. See here all these are x term. So, x plus x 2x, 2x and minus 2x gets cancelled. So, cancel. So, what remains? Minus 3x and minus 2 and plus 2. Minus 2 and plus 2 will give you plus 1 is equal to 0. See here. So, to write in the standard form, we can just change this equation. How? You all know. 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So, we can change this equation. So, multiplying the whole by minus you can do. So, minus into minus plus, and this will become minus. So, 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, just see whether it is in the form of quadratic equation. Definitely no. So, you can write it. It is not in the form. So, here what you have written? It is in the form. So, you can write it is not in the form of, it is not in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore, the given equation is not a quadratic equation. So, you have to write the conclusion like this. I hope you understood. So, let us do 2 more sums, then we will move on to the next main. So, fourth one, x minus 3 into 2x plus 1 is equal to x into x plus 5. We will do this one. So, fifth one for homework, 5th, 7th and 8th for homework. X square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2 whole square. So, let me do these 2 problems. Okay, now see here again here multiplication. So, x into 2x, that is 2x square, then x into 1 is x minus 3 2s are 6x plus into minus, minus 3 is equal to x into x, x square plus 5x. 2x square plus x minus 6x will give you how much? A greater number sign 5x, then minus 3 minus x square minus 5x is equal to 0. Now 2x square minus x square will give you x square, then minus 5x. So here minus 5x and this minus 5x will give minus 10x, okay. Then here minus 3 is equal to 0. Again it is in the form of quadratic equation, that is it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore the above, you write that fully, it is in the form of, okay. Therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation, okay, understood. So one more, x square plus 3x plus 1 is equal to, now again it is in the form of a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square, you know how to expand, a square plus b square minus 2ab, that is minus 4x, okay. Now let us transpose x square plus 3x plus 1 minus x square minus 4 plus 4x is equal to 0. Now x square minus x square gets cancelled, then 3x plus 4x gives you 7x and plus 4 minus 4 gives you minus 3 is equal to 0. See, 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now what conclusion? What is the conclusion? I think by now you all know it is not in ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore it is, or the above, the given equation is, therefore the given equation is not a quadratic equation, okay. So conclusion is very important. I hope you all understood. So let us move on to the next main, which is very important, because I told you at the beginning of this session only, that is framing the quadratic equation is very important. Please try to learn how to frame without doing any mistakes, okay. Because once you know how to construct the equation, then definitely see that will help you for both the chapters. See, one is linear equation in 2 variables and also the quadratic equation. So for both, the main important concept is that you have to frame the equation without doing any mistakes, okay. So let us go for the next main. See, the first exercise is very simple, so let us not waste much time, we will work out. See, second main, okay, second main, first one I showed you already in the example, somewhat the same type or same problem I just showed you, you please work on that. Second main, the product of two consecutive positive integer is 306. We need to find the integers. Okay, you all know integers, consecutive integers, what is, how to represent. See, from 8th standard also you are learning the linear equation and in those things how to construct the equations. Okay. The product of two consecutive positive integers. So, let us take like this. Let the two positive integers, positive consecutive integers. So, because they are given consecutive positive integers, two positive consecutive integers b, x and x plus 1. Okay, two positive consecutive integers. So, what they have given according to the question? So, according to question, the product means you have to multiply. Product of two consecutive integer is 306. See, this is very simple problem. I hope you can do it. Now, x into x square plus x, then I will just transpose this. So, this represent the quadratic equation. Okay, this is very simple, and let us learn how to solve this in the next class. Now, I think you got an idea what we are doing actually in this chapter. One is we are framing the equation, and to find out the solution, I told you in the beginning of this class there are 3 methods. Okay. So, by using any one of it we can do it. Later on in the next class I am going to tell how to solve this, but in this exercise they have just asked how to represent the equation. Next, this is again very important problem. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. The product of their ages 3 years from now will be 360. What would we would like to find Rohan's present age. See, so let us find out the Rohan's present age. Just to frame the equation. So, let us frame the equation. So, what will be the first statement? So, Rohan's age or Rohan's present age. Rohan's present age. So, that will be x. Then, what all is given? Rohan's mother's age will be 26 older than him. So, Rohan's mother's age will be 26 older, means you all know you have to find out. So, here you can represent years. Okay, just framing means you can do it. Then the product of their age 3 years from now. So, after 3 years, you all been studying this since lower classes. So, I think you know this easily, you can understand. So, after 3 years Rohan's age will be how much? After 3 years Rohan's age will be x plus 3. Then Rohan's mother's age will be x plus, see already x plus 26 is there, we are going to add 3. I hope it is clear. X plus 26 is the present age. After 3 years she will be x plus 29 years. Okay. So, x plus this will become 29 years. Okay. Then according to question what they have given, just read the question once again. According to the question what they have given, the product of their age 3 years from now will be 360. So, product of their age, so this and this, so x plus 3 into x plus 29 will be equal to 360. Now, once we got the equation, now you know how to solve. We have seen in the previous problems, so you know how to solve it. So, you can solve it, I think, or see here, x into x square plus 29x plus 3x x into x, x square, 29x, 3x, then plus 23 into 9, 9 3s are 27, 2, 3 2s are 6, 7, 8, then minus 360 is equal to 0. If you solve this, you will get a quadratic equation. So, x square, now here plus 29, 30, 31, 32, 32x, then here 87, 360 minus 87. So, here 10, 3 and here 5. So, 15 plus 2, 273. Hope it is correct. 10, 1, 16, 1, 3. Okay, 273. So, minus, because greater number sign, minus 273 is equal to 0. See? You got the quadratic equation. Now again, so to find out the present age, we have to find out the solution. Later on I told you in the next class, we are going to find out the solution. And the last one is very important. Please note and be attentive. Last one in the exercise problem. So, already we have done in the linear equation in 2 variables, but once again it is something like recalling. A train travels a distance of 480 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 8 km per hour less, then it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. We need to find the speed of the train. See, in the class, in the linear, when I was doing the previous chapter, that is linear equation in 2 variables, I told you the clue will be given in the question itself. Find the speed of the train. So, you know, you have to start like that only. Let the speed of the train be. So, let the speed of the train be x. Okay. Now, what is the next this thing? See, if the speed has been 8 km per hour less, means decreased speed, okay, decreased speed of the train, how much less? Kilometer per hour. Okay, next, it would have taken 3 hours more to cover. So, here this statement is very important, please note. See here, you all know speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. Now, listen carefully, this is a very important step. Time, if we want time is equal to distance by speed. You all know this. Time is equal to distance by speed. Now, listen very carefully now. Now, if suppose speed is less, what will happen to the time? If speed is less, the time will be increased. You should never forget this. This will help you for all the chapters, that is linear equation in 2 variables and also for this chapter. So, if speed is speed is less, definitely t will be increased, because you know it is inversely proportional. Time and speed are inversely proportional to each other. So, now here they were given a clue here, one question here to, with this clue you have to frame the equation now. See, it would have taken 3 hours more to cover the same distance. Means when the speed is decreased, the time will be 3 hours more than what would have been covered when the speed is x. I repeat, when the speed of the train is less by 8 km per hour, then time taken will definitely, it will be more. By how much more? 3 hours more than what would have been it would have covered when the train was x km per hour. That you should keep in mind. then only you can write the equation. See there. So now you all know, see if suppose if you take t1 as time, okay, let me once again explain. T1 as time and distance of course that is 480, okay, 480. So this is for first situation. So T1, this is time T1, speed is x, okay. Now second situation, time is T2, distance is same, this speed will be 8 minus x, correct. Now you just observe carefully, see speed is x here. Now when speed is more, time is less. So can I write time is less? So T2 is greater than T1. Do you agree with this? Just observe carefully. T2 is greater than T1. T2 is greater than T1. Yes? Okay. Please take that in mind. Just you should frame this and think that situation. Okay, in your mind you have to think that situation. Speed, when speed is x, time is t1, the distance will be same for both the situation. When the speed is decreased, time definitely it will be increased. Therefore, t2 is greater than t1. Do you agree with this? Yes, t2 is greater than t1. Now can I write the equation like this? See here. According to that, 480, that is the speed. See time, if I want speed, distance by speed. So which is greater? T2 is greater. So the difference, what is the difference between these two? See T2 minus T1 will give you 3 hours. Do you agree? T2 minus T1 will give you 3 hours because the difference between the time is 3 hours. See, this is very, very important point. T2 minus T1 is equal to 3. Now, how will you get T2? T2 you will get by this, correct? Minus T1 will give you 3 hours. See, once you write this equation, then definitely it will be easy to solve this. See, T2 minus T1 will give you 3 hours. The difference between the time when there is a change in the speed, it is 3 hours. Okay. Now this of course, like as usual, you know, to solve, let us take LCM. So x minus 8 is there, so you multiply into x, okay. Then minus 480, x is there, so you multiply this by x minus 8 is equal to 3, okay. Now 480x minus 480x, minus into minus plus, then 480 into 8, so 8 zeros are 0, 8 8s are 64, 6, 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 6, 38, okay. Now here, see here, what you will get here? 3 into, you have to cross multiply this, so 3 into, so here when you cross multiply this, this will become 3 into x square minus 8x, okay, it will be like this. Now this gets cancelled, so what remains here? 3840, so this will be 3x square, so here 3840, 3x square minus 8 3s are 24x, okay. Now to bring it in a standard form, you can write like this, 3x square minus 24x minus 3840 is equal to 0. See, this is a quadratic equation. Now you can simplify it by dividing the whole equation by 3, or you can keep like this also, it's no problem. If you divide the whole equation by 3, the final answer you will get x square minus 3 8s are 24. This divide by 3, see here, 3 1s are 3, 3 1s are 3, then 3 2s are 6, 3 8s are 24 and 0 is equal to 0. So, the final answer you can keep like this also, okay, understood. So, x square minus 8x minus 1280 is equal to 0. Please practice how to frame the equation first and then let us move on to the solution to find out the solution. Okay, thank you.